Hello everyone, it's me, the e-bike cowboy, and for today's video we're going to be talking about the 1714 tire setup for a Surron, or otherwise known as the Little Ripper set.
Hi, this is MX Electric. Today we're going over the 1714 wheel set for a Surron, or you can do it for a Talaria, either way. You can buy this set front and rear from Charge Cycle Works. They call it their Little Ripper setup. We had the 17-inch front wheel off Shane's Talaria XXX, so I always wanted to try this setup, so I bought the rear 14-inch from Charge Cycle Works. On the front we have a 7117 Dunlop MX33, but any tires that size will fit, no problem. On the back we have a 9114, and I'm running a Pirelli Scorpion mid to soft. That works really good for the dirt. This thing hauls. And so, but it's lowering your seat height. So somebody that's a little shorter, maybe you have a son or daughter that's not quite tall and they're having a hard time and you want to go riding with them, well, this will lower the seat height down to 32 inches. And like on Shane's with the 1619 wheel setup, his is at 34 and a half, and it's at over 35 inches on the back. So this is 32, even on the very back is 33. So you lower your bike. I'm running just standard height linkage. That leaves them a little lower instead of putting the plus 3/4 or 1.5. But it works good that way. And I slid the forks up about 1/4 inch, and that kept a little more weight on the front end. It works really good. I really like it. It has good power. It's a little lower, so the corner is really good. The only problem is, we've talked about around here before, anywhere you go there's just such big ruts and potholes. That's its one downfall. The smaller wheels drop into cracks and potholes more than a larger wheel will, so that it rides a little rougher. But other than that, and then the second con is you don't have as much ground clearance now. So when you're going up over humps or going up maybe some hills with some big whoops in it, it might drag here and there. But you know, put a good skid plate on and you don't have to worry. But it's just really easy to get on. I mean, for my old bones, it's, you know, you sit nice and low. I'm only 5'9", and I mean, I don't have any problem putting feet down. I mean, so, but you keep the same height between the pegs and the seat, so you're not cramping your legs or anything like that. It's the same as it normally is. It's just the whole bike's closer to the ground. So comfortable. The third drawback is that a dual sport tire for a 14-inch wheel is the same size as the front. It's a 275 by 14. That's my biggest concern, because I have this KO Nano, so this thing rips, and it's, you know, got kind of a touchy throttle. So, you know, you would be spinning really easy. But definitely for maybe like your wife or girlfriend or your child, perfect. It just makes it easier, where if they get a little shaky, they can at least put their foot down and not fall over. You can get the whole set, like we said, from Charge Cycle Works, or if you know somebody with the Talaria XXX that switched over to the 19 front like Shane did, you know, they go right on. And we're running 220 rotors. There's plenty of clearance for those. The last thing is that you need to do is, with a 16-inch wheel, you know, most people, we run a 54 tooth, and it works good whether you're doing dirt or street. But with the smaller wheel, now you're gearing your bike down. So Charge Cycle Works suggested a 50 tooth. So I put the 50 tooth on it, and it had the same kind of power delivery as the 54 tooth did with the 16-inch wheel. And that's one of the reasons why I lowered the, you know, pulled up the forks a little bit to lower the front end, because this thing was a wheelie machine with the KO Nano. I mean, it's like riding a two-stroke motocross bike. It hits the pipe and, you know, it comes on. It's fun. So, yeah, that's the only thing really, if you're going to do that, you know, unless you want something that's just like, you can pull any hill like crazy, you could leave the 54 tooth on. But for all purpose, 52's the way to go, and you can get them, from Warp 9 or anybody. So that's about it. Well, if you think you might like this, try it. It'd be on smooth streets. It'd be a lot of fun because it lowers it down so you cruise. As long as things aren't too rough, even for a full-size person, it's fun to ride. So, okay, well, too hip, gotta go.
That was our take on the Little Ripper set, and I have to say I really like this setup for a Surron. It has a more speedier feel, and you still have a full amount of suspension but still have a lower seat height, and I just think it works really good. It's fun to take this out on the streets because it has that speedier feel for it. Well, that's all I have to say about it. So, adios, my amigos.